The night arrives thick with expectation, the Ciutat de Valencia glowing like a staged coliseum where stories are rewritten in 90 minutes. Levante's squad files into warm-up shadows with a purpose that isn't just about formation or fitness, it's about narrative. Julian Calero has been plain and deliberate. This is not a visit where his team will simply step aside for Barcelona's sweeping momentum. He used language that framed the match as a tactical duel rather than a foregone conclusion, signalling that Levante will fight to impose discomfort on an opponent used to imposing its will. That insistence, calculated, calm, defiant, sets the tone for everything that follows. Barcelona arrive wrapped in confidence, a squad that presses with teeth and moves with an internal clock, a team whose patterns create problems in layers, high press to pin opponents, quick vertical passes to exploit the spine, and wide players who turn half spaces into danger zones. When a side plays with that kind of cohesion, the obvious fear is being run out of space and time. The trick then for Levante is to compress danger into manageable pockets where turnovers become opportunities rather than calamities. The contrast is cinematic. One side built on rhythm and dominance, the other looking to turn chaos into a weapon. This match will hinge on how those two philosophies collide in the middle third. So what does Levante actually need to do to make Barca uncomfortable? There are no silver bullets, but there are clear answers. Patience in defence, compact lines that deny the gap behind the midfield, and lightning flashes of verticality when possession is won. Expect a cautious start, low enough to avoid being sliced open, aggressive enough to force hurry passes. Set pieces and second balls could become the currency of this contest. Small moments accumulate into momentum. Calero has emphasised options and belief, not bravado for its own sake. And that blend, structure with the willingness to gamble, could be Levante's clearest path to grubbing headlines. Tactically, if Levante defend too high, they hand Barca the tunnels to run through. If they sit too deep, they risk never seeing the ball and invite sustained pressure. The sweet spot lies somewhere in the middle. A disciplined midfield that can smother passing lanes, while quick, angled deliveries to the flanks or forward runs force Barca to reset. Watch for midfield duels to become micro-battles that determine possession length and psychological edge. Whoever wins that battle controls tempo, and in modern football, tempo often becomes destiny. Beyond strategy, the atmosphere will have a life of its own. Calero asked for the crowd's energy from minute -1, a recognition that home support can do more than inspire. It can distort opposition rhythm, create adrenaline spikes, and make routine decisions feel heavier. For Barcelona, playing under a charged roof means coping with distractions. For Levante, it means converting noise into belief. One lightning exchange, a defensive error turned into a counter. Or a set piece struck with intent could flick the scoreboard and the conversation around both squads. And yet, there is a third layer, narrative consequence. For Barcelona, a win is maintenance of momentum and reinforcement of Flick's methods. A shaky performance invites scrutiny about depth and consistency. For Levante, even a draw would be a moral victory that fuels confidence for the season ahead. An upset would echo beyond the Ciutat, a headline that reconfigures expectations. Football is ruthless that way. Single matches often carry disproportionate emotional and media weight, especially in these early fixtures when storylines are still soft and waiting to be shaped. So when the whistle blows, expect a chess match disguised as a sprint. Probing passes, sudden lunges into space, brief avalanches of pressure, and the hush that follows a near miss. Expect managers pacing their technical areas, substitutions that are both tactical and emotional signals, and supporters who turn every ball into a potential turning point. In a season that prizes momentum, this Valencia night is more than Game 2. It is a small coliseum where plans meet pressure, and one decisive moment could decide who leaves feeling vindicated and who leaves wondering what went wrong. The final image may be a scoreboard, but the memory of this game will be stitched into seconds. A tackle that arrived a whisker late, a cross that found a head, a young player who made the right run at the right time. When the lights go out, someone's story will have shifted.